Hi guys, and welcome to Oshkosh Airventure 2026. We are live here from Wisconsin. We're going to be bringing you, first of all, probably the slowest aircraft that you're going to see today. This is, of course, the beautiful Goodyear Bullair. About that, guys. Hi, everybody. Still working out some tech stuff here, but we are live at Oshkosh. Let me get you zoomed back into the blimp. There it is. We've got a couple of aircraft practicing here right now. Getting warmed up, but soon we're going to have the F-22 Raptor demo team, and we are going to have the Royal Air Force Red Arrow demo team here from Great Britain. I think this is a couple of their final performances while they're here in the United States, so going to be a really exciting time here today at Oshkosh. The air show is going to start in just a couple of minutes, but in the meantime, welcome in, grab yourself something to drink, something to snack on, get comfortable, and get ready for an air show. EAA Airventure is the largest air show in the United States, possibly in the world. I'm not sure, depending on how they count that, whether it's counted by attendance or whether it's counted by aircraft. But I know that you're going to see some incredible planes today. The blimp is just out there doing its thing right now, but soon we're going to have aircraft rip-roaring right over Whitman Airfield here in Wisconsin. This is an incredible place because you can actually fly in here and camp under your plane, or you can bring an RV up and camp here, and or tent camp. A lot of choices here at EAA Airventure Oshkosh. Very excited. Whoops. Still working out all the tech stuff here today. Very excited to be able to bring you this live stream from Oshkosh. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get to see something new and different. I haven't seen the Royal Air Force Red Arrows before. Maybe some of you have, but this will be my first time watching them perform in person. So very excited about that. All right. So glad to have you join us here today. And I did turn on subscribers only mode, so if you want to join us in the chat, all you have to do is tap that subscribe button. It is free to do that. And then after you tap that subscribe button, you just wait for about 5 minutes and enjoy the planes, the blimp, whatever we're watching, and then you'll be able to chat after 5 minutes as a subscriber. So welcome in. Glad you're here. Like I said, I'm still working out some tech stuff here. So I want to thank the Hangar Bar and Grill here in Oshkosh. Has been kind enough to let me come and live stream from their location just off EAA property. So I want to thank them for that. I am looking forward to grabbing myself a burger here afterwards. The food looks really good. The menu looks great. So I just want to thank them again for their hospitality here and allowing me to live stream from this location. Let me show you some of the planes that are parked over here. I was talking about camping under your plane. There you go. So that's that's an option up here. A lot of folks fly on into this event from around the country and even around the world. Very exciting event. This is the pinnacle of the air show season for many, many aviation fans, including myself. This is my first time here at EAA Airventure, and I'm very excited to be here. Been trying to get up here for a while. I'll tell you, the smoke was an issue last week, I think when the arrivals first started. But boy, the air is clear now. It's a beautiful day up here. They've still got one more one more full day of the air show. So, you know, if you're wondering, hey, what's it like? Should I come up? Yes, absolutely. Still tickets available. Get on up here to the air show. Sunday is the final day. Tomorrow the air show starts at 1 o'clock over. And then tonight we are going to have a live night show with fireworks, drones, lasers, F-22 Raptor flares going on. We are going to have an incredible live stream tonight. We're going to bring that to you as well. So I hope you'll tap that subscribe button and join us for that. Once you hit the subscribe button, do hit that notifications bell as well, and we'll be able to connect that way. You should get notified when the stream goes live. I heard F-22 ripping up the skies a little bit earlier. Already seen some incredible things here. Got to see the Goodyear blimp when I pulled in last night. It was on the ground, tethered. And boy, I'll tell you, it was so much fun to see that come in. Let me get back to the blimp here and show you. But I'd always, my whole life, wanted to, ever since I was a kid, wanted to see the blimp up close. And last night I had the chance to do that. See if I can find it now. There it is. So it was tethered, it was right by where the entrance was, and I got to take a super photo of the blimp close up. What a cool thing to see. And then today I got video of it taking off. Shooting a lot of great video for you guys up here, and just can't wait to share everything with you. But want to live stream what I can now. We're going to have today's afternoon show. We're going to have tonight's live show with the fireworks, the F-22, the red arrows. I can't wait to see the red arrows. They're the ones that perform their aerobatic maneuvers with the red, white, and blue smoke. You might have seen videos of them performing up in New York for the America's 250th celebration. Oh, and speaking of America's 250th, guess what I saw this morning? I saw the NASA F-5s in their 250th, America's 250th livery. Wow, that's a sharp looking jet. And fast, gotta tell you. Saw NASA Administrator Jarrod Lindemann head out this morning in his MiG-29. He got out of here so quick I couldn't even get the camera out in time to get him on. And then he was followed by the F-5s on departure. So, but very exciting. Just love having the NASA administrator come to the event like this, bring some of the NASA jets. Of course, we got to see those jets close up on static when we were down at Sun and Fun, broadcasting down there as well. So this is pretty exciting to be here today. Can't wait for the air show to get started. Be sure to tap that thumbs up button as you come into the stream so you don't get distracted by all the great jets you're going to see here today. A lot of aerobatic performers in store. see if I can get out the list here for you. I know we've got my gulian here. Excuse me. Let me get out the list for today's performances at EAA Airventure 2026. All right, so at 2:15, so just 4 minutes from now, we're going to kick it off with the national anthem and the U.S. Army Golden Knights doing the parachute jump with the U.S. flag. We got to film them at a couple of different events so far, and exciting to watch them bring that flag in, deliver that. All right, so let's see who our performers are today. All right, so we've got the U.S. Army Golden Knights starting it off, and then it's going to be Bill Stein, a showcase with jars, and then Brit Lincoln. Saw Brit Lincoln for the first time over a year ago at Las Vegas, the air show there. She's incredible. Looking forward to seeing Brit Lincoln again. Warbirds of America. We're going to see Paul Bennett, then Mike Gulian, Jim Tobel, Jarrod Lindemann. 10 sticks of dynamite. That sounds exciting. Susan Dacey, Bernie Vasquez, World War II Airborne Demo Team, Jim Pites, then the US Air Force F-22 Raptor Demo, then the Red Bull Air Force. Believe they've got their helicopter here, and the Red Arrows. So it's going to be a day. Going to be a full day. Let's see what we got going on over here.
Yo! How you doing, area? He's on the phone. Hey! Hey! Where? Hey!
U.S. Army Golden Knights comprise of 26 members on their jump team. And there is their plane up in the air right now. Let's see if we can get it. There it is. That is the U.S. Army Golden Knights propeller aircraft that I got buzzed by real close. I don't know if you saw that video, but when we were down at Pensacola Beach. Excuse me, not Pensacola. What's the other one? Panama City Beach for the air show. I was out on the pier and got buzzed pretty nicely by the U.S. Army Golden Knights plane. Got a great video of that for y'all. We've got a takeoff happening here now. How about that for a two-shot? That's one I never expected. Goodyear blimp and a World War II aircraft. That is pretty cool. Don't worry if this stream does drop at all. Don't worry, it will come back. We'll get it right back up. So don't leave. US Army Golden Knights now getting ready to jump. C-147, altitude of 2,500 feet. Here goes the live jump. There you go. Got the U.S. Army Golden Knight C-147 coming in for a low pass. All right, so we got to see the blimp heading down. Here goes Vicky Benzing, plum purple. We also have the F-16 Viper demo team here. And one of the Thunderbirds.
And then asked the pilot about it when it landed. Townsend soon met with the company in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and that began our 70-year history with Helio couriers in mission aviation. Here to tell us more is Jarrod's president, retired Lieutenant Colonel and former Congressman Steve Russell.
Continuing our tradition of Helio demos and Airventure today, and I'm honored to show you this very special and beautiful aircraft named Princess. It's being flown by the Steve missionary flight over 30. This particular the most beautiful courier flying in the world today is one of 27 different Helios that serve lives on the site. To include several of the known as open. Many of you remember Airventure as regular
Helio is amazing. By design, the tall vertical tailfin and wide stabulator give the pilot incredible pitch and yaw control. The huge wing surfaces with three ailerons interconnected to interceptors give the pilot effective roll control at speeds as slow as 30 knots or less. The landing gear, as you can see, is located forward of the firewall.
Vicky Benzing going by, plum purple, higher altitude. We've got a great show in store for you today.
Tell us about the news on the nose of the aircraft.
And it's an incredible story. When one of Jarrod's Helios left a year in Ecuador in 1971, this Helio...
If you just tuned in and joined us, you're watching Airshow Team TV live here at EAA Airventure in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We're so glad you tuned in. Be sure to tap that thumbs up button on your way in. If you don't see it, just double tap on your screen and you should be able to access that thumbs up that way. If that doesn't work, then go ahead and give it a try on the... There are 3 dots in the upper right hand side of your screen. You can tap on those and that should do it as well.
When Tony became a young man, he wanted to go back to the to do this, Jarrod's pilot initially communicated that Tony's ability to pilot only with the wing of the Helio, flying and making circles over them. Later, he traveled to his village.
All right, let's get back to this one now.
You're listening to EAA Radio, 96.5 FM, 1210 AM, and online at
That's the aircraft that they're talking about right now, the Helio at Show Center. Used for short takeoffs, difficult landings, short airstrips. Deliver it to areas where people are cut off or it's difficult to get in and out of. Looks like a P-51 taxi in there.
Often flies this routine with and in memory of his late father, Joe. As this aircraft was in the Korean War, the North Carolina fighters of the World War II era were often called back into Korea, but they served mostly not only ground attack aircraft. It was a jet dogfight arena, generally between our F-86 base, North American Aviation, and the MiG-15. And other aircraft were in the skirmish. In that war, there were 40 aces produced. Most of them, of the 40, flying F-86 was wing safe, North American safe, with the exception of one. Was flying an airplane like this, Oshkosh Wisconsin. His name was Lieutenant Guy Baldwin. And in a piston-powered propeller-driven Navy aircraft, he actually gained a status.
Still to come yet today, the F-22 Raptor demo team. And the Royal Air Force Red Arrows, as well as a lot of other aerobatic performers. World War II demo. Gulian. Brit Lincoln.
Are you the YouTube?
Yes,
Can you park this way?
I'm right in the middle of the live stream. I'm live now. Yeah.
Are you just staying for the afternoon one?
I will probably come back for the evening one. Is that okay? You want me to park the other way when I come
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Will do. Sure. I believe this is the Corsair right now.
And you wonder if you already know about the design of the wing. Remember we looked at that bend in the wing? It comes out of the fuselage 90 degrees of angle from the fuselage. But that's the downward angle. And it continues the wing would have touched the ground. That's not about a foot of the way out from the
Behind the tree line right now.
bent the wing to make it level with the horizon. That did several things. Aerodynamically it was very clean, but it also allowed for a very short or stubby gear. Pinnacle of Corsair design.
Let's see if I can catch up with it here. There it is.
World War II has made its debut. Trusted scores of aerial victories against Japan's best fighters. And again, 1976, 77, and 78, you can watch the TV series under two names, Bob Black Sheep or Black Sheep Squadron, and playing the part of Greg Pappy Boynton, who we got a chance to socialize with over the years.
Robert Conrad, the actor. They were both about 5'6" or 5'7", and whether they were in civilian clothes or military clothes, that's something they didn't like from Paramount or feeling. Robert Conrad did a nice job portraying great Captain Morgan. Very young John Laura Webb was in that as well, and Dan Blocker's son, the actor Dirk Blocker, was in there as well. They were shot at Indian Dunes in California, Southern California, in the Chandler Island. And the exquisite slow roll. In addition to having a very stubby gear, which is part of the reason that it was attached at a low point on the fuselage. Very strong stubby gear because they weren't shipboard carriers, they were shipboard fighter planes. And landing on an aircraft carrier is not so much of a landing as it is a controlled crash. They didn't want a long spindly gear, they wanted one that could take the punishment of a normal or good landing on the deck of an aircraft carrier. The other thing it does is keep that 13-foot diameter propeller, that giant propeller, from hitting the deck of the aircraft carrier or on the ground. Korean War Heroes, flown by Jim Tobel. Call sign is George. He's our buddy. Coming in from your right. As I mentioned, he and his father restored this aircraft some years ago. His dad's up in Corsair heaven. Photo pass. Mars going to the back. Corsair owners and operators in the U.S. and said all of our aerial stuff is going to be real. Kevin LaRosa, 100% stunt pilot, was the guy that coordinated that. Look at that high-speed dash. Showing you the speed of the Corsair. And I'll remind you that the Cleveland Air Races started up again after World War II. We had races in 1946, 47, 48, and 49. As we begin to straight run, and the first couple of years, the airplanes were mostly World War II high-speed fighter aircraft. Some were stock, some were modified. Lots of test pilots from the factory actually raced there. I'm proud to say, as you look at the airplane, Super Corsairs in the 1948 and 49 races at Cleveland, the last 2 years of racing, they came in first in the unlimited class and the closed course at Cleveland. They won the event. So that's the efficiency. Okay, time to test out our pyro as we simulate not only World War II, but the Korean conflict. Production run again from about 1940 to the winter of 1952 and 53, depending on whose line you read. Many modifications and improvements throughout the course of that aircraft. They never rested on their laurels. They kept improving airplanes. Probably another reason for its longevity. But Jim Tobel, torque, call sign torque, got a P on the field. And where else can you go than Oshkosh, America? Mix gasoline and dynamite in fighter aircraft and not go to the slammer.
Smoke from the pyro there. I might have to move the tripod down so we can get to see the pyro as well.
And that must have been a direct hit because Jim Schwartz Tobel executed what we call the victory roll. All right, Jim Cole's going to land on runway 18. As we get ready now, in the air, you might have seen a number of aircraft flying around in preparation for our Warbird extravaganza today. As we're fun to say, keep enough film in those telephones. There'll be a lot of photo activity today. We're going to have to see the clouds dissipating in the blue skies appearing. We'd like to remind you today's air show sponsor is Bullair. They have been on board to entertain you day in and day out during this convention. We thank them for being on board as we do all of our sponsors. And they own the entertainment for today's show. In closing, our buddy Short would like to thank you to visit them on Facebook page, share your videos and images from today's show. Our pal Jim says keep in touch. Help us spread the word by posting your pictures and telling your friends about this awesome piece of American history. With the gear down and flaps down as you look to your left, turning base on runway 18, direction to the south, our left to our right. How would you feel about coming in with an airplane like this on the very short and highly motivated and in-motion deck of an aircraft carrier? The reason they arc that around, you cannot see over the top of that cowling. They did an arcing maneuver in the aircraft to keep the aircraft carrier in sight at all times. Now, right about it here, all Jim can do is keep an equal amount of concrete on the left as he does on the right. That means he's on the center line because again, he cannot look over that cowling here. And the guy is way back.
My apologies, I think I misidentified the pink jet as Vicky Benzing's Plum Crazy. Two different jets, two different pilots. I apologize for that. Here is the pink jet, flown by Olga.
We wish those two pilots flying safe today. They're heading off from Oshkosh today. We wish them all of them well. Thanks for having us today. Pink jet at thepinkjet.org. And wave goodbye to Chris in the blue jet as he comes down the runway here. And Chris is giving you some wing lag, saying goodbye to Oshkosh. All right, Steve, how did you enjoy the pink and blue jet today? How did it mix and match today?
Right now, we're going to kind of backtrack in time. We're going to step back to World War II. We have some trainers from the South Aircraft and Rob Lowe joining me on the stand. Rob Lowe, let's
Well, Steve, right overhead the runway, they're going to move themselves over to the west coast pattern. Led by a TBM, we've got a Corsair, we've got a Wildcat, we've got a 328, all in that group. So keep your eye on them as they're high, they'll circle to the west. But out in front, what's going to circle around immediately, you see the front, those are F-22, also known as the Jeep with wings, absolutely, is right behind them. It's hard to tell their altitude here, but you see the two smaller aircraft, those are the ships. There's two of those. And out in front, but close to the right, you see three aircraft. Both the EAA basic trainer and on each wing is the F-17 ambulance. So all of those are liaison observation aircraft. You see two B-25s we'll talk about later. But watch closely down to the right. You see the B-13. I mean, and look overhead, you got the B-27. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep your head on the swivel. We have warbirds everywhere. There's B-51s back behind us as well. So look to the right here. You're going to want to look at the B-13. From the whole team, the consolidated
Apologies for the bumps and jumps, guys. My standard tripod broke, so I'm using the backup tripod, which isn't quite up to snuff on terms of fluid movements here. Yeah.
Can I get to the store through here, or where can I go?
To the what?
Store?
I do not know.
They were, and while those shipments are here, we need to talk about one of our pilots. Those two out there are representing the Navy here. One is the only warbird in North America, David Martin. He is also an ex-Navy Air Force. There are two sister ships. Their aerial numbers are right next to each other. They were restored in the original Arsenal modified very historic tested aircraft. We've got the BT-13 right here. Folks, you want to get your cameras out right here. The L-19 group of 5 is going to pass from your right to your left. And this is a hot pass. They're going to show you what it looks like in combat action with the L-19 working car.
There goes the pyro. Welcome in, you guys. If you just joined us, you're watching Airshow Team TV live from Oshkosh EAA Airventure. We've got the F-22 Raptor demo team coming up. We have the Royal Air Force Red Arrows with their red, white, and blue smoke. We have lots of other fantastic acts that are going to be performing here. A lot of talented pilots all in one location, and we're bringing it to you live. Do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead, double tap your screen if you don't see the button, or tap on those 3 buttons in the top right. That should bring up the option to hit the thumbs up. Warbirds everywhere. We're surrounded by warbirds right now. I have no idea. Sorry. Come on overhead. Hey guys, we're back. Sorry if the stream drops, don't go anywhere. It will reconnect. Be sure to tap the subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is set to all, because sometimes I have to restart a separate stream. And if I do that, you don't want to miss it. So please tap that subscribe button now if you haven't done it already. And then make sure you tap the bell and set it all. We're coming to you live today from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, the biggest, the best EAA Airventure. What a show going on. We got warbirds everywhere in the air. We got pyro going off. We got F-22s coming in. Oh, check this out. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Not only look at it, but listen to it. Wow. So cool. We're gonna get buzzed. Gosh, there's so many great flames. Not sure where to point the camera. So many to choose from. I feel like a kid in a candy store here. Check out the smoke ring, guys. Yeah, unfortunately from this vantage point we can't see the flames of the pyro. I'll try to find a different position for later. just joined us, welcome in. We're live at Oshkosh. EAA Airventure. We got the warbirds going crazy here right now. Just swarming the place. Dropping bombs and everything. Pyro going off. We got formation flying happening. Just want to welcome everybody. My name is Lynn. I'm your host here on AirshowTeamTV. So glad to be able to bring you this very cool event. Like I said, we are just getting started. There's still lots to come, including the F-22 Raptor demo team. The British Royal Air Force Red Arrows. Mike Gulian. And lots more to come. So don't go anywhere. Tap that thumbs up button as a way of saying thank you for this free stream. And then enjoy the show. If you'd like to join us in the chat, all you have to do is tap that subscribe button and then wait 5 minutes. It is free to subscribe. Even better, if you'd like to support our channel, you can do that with a super chat or a super sticker. Just tap on that button on the bottom right. It has the dollar symbol in it. You can do a super chat or super sticker of any amount for as low as $1. We appreciate that support to bring you this live stream from all the way up here in Wisconsin. More pyro going off. I just verified with my neighbor here, we can't see the flames of the pyro from this vantage point, but that's all right. We can see the planes, and that's what counts. Like I said, we got warbirds by the dozens here. We've got bombing runs. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. World War II sim. Hi everybody and welcome. If I'm not individually welcoming everybody, it's just because I got my hands full. There's just so many planes around me. I want to get them all in the shot, and I also need to maintain my situational awareness as well. If you want to make sure that I see your comment or answer your question, the best way to do that is to send it through with a super chat or super sticker, because then it gets highlighted. It pops right up in front of me in a bright color, and I can more easily see and read that. I'm out in bright sunshine here in Wisconsin, a beautiful day. Cloud cover for sure, but that's okay. It just makes it a little cooler for me as I'm standing out here. magnificent to see these warbird military aircraft from prior generations here in use, teaching history, inspiring us, encouraging us. And now coming in for landings. Here they come. Have you been to Oshkosh before? Have you been up to see this incredible air show? This is my first time here. Very excited to finally be able to make it. It is actually been more difficult than I thought to get up here. So happy to be here now, though. Get a good look at these magnificent planes that were just flying that demo. Show them some love. Give them the tap on that emoji button. Give them a thumbs up. There you go. Somebody's got the spirit. That's a way to do it. Beautifully flown, nicely done. Take a look at this. Bill Stein performing now. Hi, if you just joined us, this is Bill Stein flying right now. We've got the F-22 Raptors yet to come. The RAF, Royal Air Force performers to come yet as well. And don't worry, we've also got a night show tonight. We're going to bring you as much of that as we can. Yes, indeed, Bill Stein is one of the greats. Just thinking about wondering how many G's he's pulling right now during this performance. You know, these aerobatic performers in the propeller planes pulled just as high a G's as some of the jet demo performers. And speaking of jet demo performers, I see a jet in the distance there over that. There they come. That may be our next performer. Warming up. All right, checking out the lineup for today. See who's next. We already had the JARS showcase, Warbirds of America. That's not F-22. That is definitely the Viper demo team. That's gotta be Major Taylor Heister right there. There he is. Look at that. Bringing the thunder. I gotta go get air plugs in case he flies over me. Oh. Major Heister's call sign is FEMA, F-E-M-A. He's a native of Pennsylvania. So am I. I have seen Major Heister fly all over this amazing country, and he is an incredible pilot. Also a tremendous human being. I'll tell you, I love following Major Taylor Heister on social media. He writes the most stirring and patriotic posts telling stories of his team and those who have served around the globe that he meets at air shows. Whenever Major Heister gets done a performance, he goes over and shakes hands on the flight line. He always takes the patches off his shoulder, gives them to the first service member that he sees, so they get the performance flown patches from the show that they witnessed. So many touching posts, I'll tell you. Major Heister's moved me to tears on social media. He is just incredible at storytelling and at flying that F-16 Viper. Had the opportunity to film a video too of a very special little girl who's a huge fan of FEMA. In fact, she even dressed like him for Halloween. And when she came to see him at Davis-Monthan, he did a dedication pass for her and came over and met her on the flight line. And I'll tell you, she was just thrilled. You can see that video. We have it as a short on our YouTube channel. We've got over 500 different videos for you to view. When we are not live streaming, we are editing away and posting great content for you. So we do hope that you like what you see today on our channel. Tap that subscribe button. Better yet, join and become a channel member for as low as just a few bucks a month. Try it out for a month, see if you like it. You get access to members-only content and members-only live streams, videos, chat, photos. So that's the way to get the inside scoop wherever we go around the country. And we do travel around the country quite a bit, bringing you the best of aviation. Very glad to be able to bring you the live stream. Thank you for saying thank you, CB. Sure appreciate it. We would love to have some of you guys show some support financially as well, because if you do that, then we can give you closer views of all these planes. We need to upgrade our equipment so that we can bring you live streams that allow us to zoom in better and transition between cameras. So you can help make that happen with your contribution financially. Just tap on the button in the bottom right hand side that has the dollar symbol or the currency of your nation, and you can do a super chat or a super sticker of any amount. You can also support us via PayPal. That link is in our channel description on our YouTube homepage. Britt Lincoln now talking to the crowd from in the cockpit. That's who you've been watching, Britt Lincoln, incredible, gifted young pilot. Saw her first fly at Nellis Air Force Base, about a year and a half ago now. Very, very talented, very thrilling performer to watch. There goes Britt again. Doing some aileron rolls. Coming back down the loop. Picks up momentum to go back up. Tilted on me. Hold on. Just think of it as a little bit of turbulence during the show. One tilt, hold on a second. All right, there we go. All right, next performer's helicopter. So I gotta tilt the camera up higher for that. Hang on a second. Wrestling with our wind muff here that keeps popping off. There we go. All right, so apparently we're going to have some divers come out of that helicopter that's way up there. There's the helicopter. All right, we are just going to do this handheld, you guys. Hang on a second. Tripods are giving me a hard time. All right, so we are doing Red Bull diving right now. Red Bull Air Force in wingsuits jumping. Here they come. Look at the top of that white fluffy cloud there. And look for the red smoke. Watch the helicopter coming down alongside of them. And look what's popping back up into the sky right now. We've got the Goodyear blimp lifting off again. That's going to be a great view of this air show from up in the blimp. Red Bull helicopter still a ways off in the distance there. Safety of all the aircraft and all of the spectators obviously is a priority for EAA Airventure Oshkosh. The aerobatic box is the area that is designated for the performers to stay in as they do their maneuvers. Wow. This is my first time seeing the Red Bull team perform. Incredible. Got the blimp drifting over for a closer look. Two in one. Never expected this shot. Red Bull helicopter and the blimp in the same shot. Was not on my bingo card for Oshkosh. You're watching the Red Bull Air Force helicopter perform right now.
From end to end here at EAA Airventure in Oshkosh. Request. It's one of my favorite maneuvers. We're going to see if we're able to do it now. There he is. Give him away, ladies and gentlemen. And there's the bow. There is giving all of a bow. Now to the north end. Get your hands up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see Aaron has the time and opportunity. He's going to go all the way down. So you are at the north end of the field.
I must forget that I was raised.
Stand
I
up.
must forget that I was like
Give them a wave. There. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Red Bull Air Force and the entire team. We are having some fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have the very exciting US Air Force F22 Red Bull Air Force
My gulian headed in to perform now, guys. Remember, if the stream drops, it means the battery died. I just need to switch batteries real quick and we'll be live again. So stay in the stream. The stream will resume as soon as the battery gets reconnected. Here's my gulian. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to adjust something here. Sorry about that, guys. Had to make an adjustment. We're watching my gulian and if the audio goes off, it's because I need to protect the stream from getting a copyright strike because of the music that's being played during the show. So I will turn it off when there is music playing. So I've been talking at you guys, and then I just realized I had the microphone turned off so we wouldn't get a copyright strike from the music that my gulian was using. But at any rate, welcome. My name's Lynn. I'm with AirshowTeamTV. We're really glad you're here. We're glad we're here to be able to bring you this live stream from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, the biggest, the best, the proudest air show gathering in all of the United States and possibly the world. We are just grateful to be here. We want to give a shout out also to the Hangar Bar and Grill, who's graciously allowed us to come and live stream from this location. The burgers look great. The menu looks amazing. I can't wait to get some food after this live stream's over. But we're just thrilled to be up here in Wisconsin and bring you this show. This is the world's only flying jet. Hey guys, this is Lynn with AirshowTeamTV. So I hope you've been enjoying this live stream from here at Oshkosh so far. I'm going to be taking a break now, and then I'm going to be starting a separate news stream in time for the F-22 Raptors and the RAF performers as well. So let me get things a better setup so I'm not right next to music that could get us a copyright strike, and then I will be back live again. So tap the subscribe button, hit that notifications bell, and make sure it's set to all. We will see you again in just a few minutes. We will also be live for the night show tonight. So thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you in just a few minutes. Thanks everybody.